Cam Rising is back healthy for the Utah Utes here, going on the road and playing their Big 12 opener against the Oklahoma State Cowboys. And the thing about Oklahoma State that has been very interesting this year is the way that Alan Bowman has been able to throw the football. But the way that they have not been able to run the ball has been a little bit of a surprise too. Ollie Gordon has not been able to get going, and a lot of that due to a little bit of struggles on that offensive line in the run game. Meanwhile, on the defensive side of the ball, you saw against Arkansas a whole lot of struggles for Oklahoma State. But they're going to be going up against a Utah team that definitely saw a major drop-off with Cam Rising on the bench a week ago, watching instead of playing against Utah State. And it definitely was very clear that though Isaac Wilson might be a good player in the future, definitely not going to be ready this year. So you got to hope, if you're a Utah fan, that you can keep Cam Rising very healthy throughout the course of the year. Now, the other thing about Utah is I question their defense a little bit. I still think they're good and the better of the two defenses, but are they going to be able to stop an offense that can attack you in multiple different ways, the way that this Oklahoma State team can, throwing the football, running the football, even if they haven't gotten going? You got the most dynamic running back in America, at least some believe, on the other side. So how will Utah be able to defend that? But the thing about Kyle Whittingham is he always has good game plans for these types of teams and these higher scoring teams, able to contain them. And then on the other side of the ball, you're going to see Andy Ludwig in this offense be able to move the ball for sure, using Cam Rising's arm that we presume is completely healthy. And I assume it is. From the sounds of it, him sitting out against Utah State was more of like a precautionary measure instead of him actually not being able to play. And they had a lot of certainty that he was going to play in this ball game a couple of weeks ago. They can run the ball a little bit. They have a good offensive line and multiple running backs that they could trust. They got some wide receivers on the outside, guys like Dorian Singer and Money Parks. And then you got the big tight end, Brant Keithy. So I think that this Utah team is probably the better team in this ball game. And really what it's going to come down to me is the fact that Oklahoma State's defense is not to be trusted. But if Oklahoma State's defense can step up, I think they're going to have an advantage here, because I think that they're more dangerous when they have the football. So you're looking at a matchup here where Oklahoma State has a more vulnerable defense on paper, but they also have the most dangerous offense on paper. So how do you balance this? And I think I'm going to trust in what we know about Utah's defense, even if it did struggle at times last week. I think Utah's defense will play a whole lot better than Oklahoma State's. And until Oklahoma State kind of shows me against a big-time team that their defense is going to be up to the challenge, I'm going to go with the Pokes to lose this ball game and their defense to continue to struggle. So I'm taking Utah to win, a little bit higher scoring too. I'm taking Utah 38, Oklahoma State 33 in this ball game. But I think it's going to be a nice little classic. I think it's going to be a very good game out in Stillwater to open up Big 12 play for both of these teams.